Hello, Degano. This is Dr. Barnett. I need your attention for the next few minutes to review the procedures for the safety drill we are about to conduct. Today, we're going to be practicing two parts of a safety drill. We're going to focus on lockdown procedures and also what to do in the event of an earthquake. The reason we do this is one, so that students can get some familiarity with what would happen and what you should be thinking about to keep yourself safe should an emergency occur when you're on campus. But also, it's for the adults on campus to practice our procedures. So there are things that are going to be going on in the office and in the hallways that you may not see and hear, but it's really important for us to practice those pieces. So that's sort of what's going on. So the first part of the drill today is going to be practicing what we would do if we needed to initiate a lockdown. Lockdowns are most likely to happen if we had reason to believe that there was a dangerous person on campus. In such a situation, it's really important that you, as an individual student or staff member, assess the situation, and you may need to make a decision for yourself as an individual. What is the safest thing to do? If there were a dangerous person on campus, if possible, you are going to want to run. If you feel like the danger is far away from where you are on campus, you have reason to believe it's across campus, it's far away, if possible, your best strategy in such an emergency is to run. Please do not take your backpacks and things with you. That is the advice we have from law enforcement. If you want to grab your phone, that's kind of up to you to decide. I understand why that would be something you may want to do, but if it's going to slow you down from getting away, it's best to leave all of your belongings and run. And you can jump over walls, you leave campus however you need to. If you assess the situation and you believe the danger is too close for you to be able to safely get away from campus, then you're going to do what we're going to practice in just a moment, which is a lockdown. You're going to hide. You're going to hide. If you're in a classroom, you're going to hide in that classroom. If you are in the restroom, you hide in the restroom. If you can close the door, that's great. If you can't, hide in the stall. Use your best judgment, but you're going to want to hide. If heaven forbid, the danger is very, very close to you and you have to fight, then you fight. Again, I hope you know this is incredibly unlikely to happen, but we want you to be mentally prepared to think through in your mind, what those steps are and how you're going to make that decision. And then again, we're going to practice the lockdown drill. The way the lockdown drill will work in a few minutes is over the announcements, you will hear someone say, "Attention, we are conducting a lockdown drill. Begin lockdown procedures now." That will be repeated 3 times. We will also send a remind message through the Remind app to staff. In a lockdown, you are going to be as silent as possible. The teacher will lock the doors, and if there are blinds or shades, they will close them. Administration and campus supervision, we're going to be coming around. We have assignments, and we're going to go and check and see if your door is locked, and we're going to note whether we can hear noises coming from inside the room or if the blinds or the shades are open. We're just going to make note of that so we can do better next time. But you're going to stay quiet in the room. We're going to do this as quickly as possible so you're not sitting there for too long. And then we will notify you when we're transitioning to the next part of the drill. The second part that we're practicing, and of course these two things are not in real life going to happen right after one another, but to minimize disruption to the classroom, we're going to practice both of these at one time. So the next thing we're going to practice is, were there to be an earthquake while we are in school, you would do the drop, cover, and hold. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. After we're done with the lockdown check, you will hear an announcement over the loudspeaker that says this is an earthquake drill. Duck, cover, and hold on. Again, that will be repeated 3 times, and a remind message will be sent to staff. When we are practicing the earthquake drill, you are going to kneel down under your desk or a table. You want to have your back to windows, so if windows broke, you wouldn't get injured by the glass. In a real event, you're going to want to close your eyes. You're going to want to protect the back of your head, and you're going to want to hold on to a desk or a table leg. So if it were shaking, it wouldn't shake right off and not be covering you up any longer. And you're going to stay in that position. It won't be very long until we give the next instructions. If it were a real earthquake drill, you stay in that position until the shaking stops and it feels safe to leave the space where you are, the classroom or wherever it is. Okay, so reminders for these two drills. You're going to stay calm, you're going to remain quiet, you're going to help others. And again, just remember that when we practice this, it helps make us safer. At the conclusion of the earthquake drill, we will also make an announcement to say the drills are now complete. You may go back about your business. So in just a couple of minutes, we will be commencing the drill. Thank you so much for your cooperation.